Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, students, as we discussed today, we are entering into the fifth chapter. That is one more new chapter, that is data structure. Okay, so what is data? May I know the details? What is data generally?
Collection of
Collection of
information.
informations.
Yeah, collection of information. Actually, what is the real concept, real term for data means the unprocessed information or raw fact, that is called data. Raw fact means just a fact. Okay, we are giving the input for our understanding in computer terms. We are giving certain input to the computer, na? So that is called data. Okay, so what is information means processed fact. Okay, processed data is called as information. That is, computer will give certain output to us, no? So that is called information. Have you understand data and information?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
that is
sir.
already in the 11th standard and lower class also you might study. Okay, now you know that data. What is data type? Let my second question is, what is data type? Data type means what? We have seen several data types. We have discussed in chapter 2. Can
Yes,
anyone,
sir.
yeah, can anyone say what is data type means? Yes, students, you can say that. What is data type? Satish, why can't you answer? You can answer it. What is data type? At least you say some data type. Name of the data type. Satish, if you are not able to, I think mic is working for you. You can say that. Just tell that. What's it meaning? Sham, can you say what is data type? Unmute and say that. Okay, if you know means say yes. Sir, I don't know, sir means sir, I don't have idea. Likewise, you just answer it, just respond it. That is very important. I'm expecting answer. I'm particularly mentioning, not asking. Okay, tell Sham, what is data type? Data type in second chapter we learned. Don't think that this question is asked means nothing will happen if you didn't answer means also. Okay, just say that what's in your mind. Data type means what? Do you have any idea or no idea?
Sir,
Whether you know or not, that one day I need it. You don't know.
sir, data type is a value in the
Okay.
program, sir.
Okay, we are giving some value in the program. Can you say some example? What are the values we are giving? Just take any example, anything you can say that, nothing wrong. What are the values we are giving? Just example, you can say that. Well, Sham, entire class is waiting for your answer.
Sir, float, sir.
Okay, good. Float.
Type.
Float means
Sir,
what? Float means what? Are you referring some book or notes or anything?
sir, no, sir.
Then just say that why you're taking that much of time. It is in your mind only, no? Float means what? You can say in express in whatever language, not an issue. But I need the answer only. No idea? Because time is going. That's what I'm
Sir, don't know, sir.
asking. Okay, very nice. Okay, anybody else? 1 minute, I will ask another person. Ajit Kumar, could you say what is data type? Ajit Kumar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, what is data type?
So data type means it is a kind of value
Okay,
that tells what operation can be performed in particular data.
okay, good. Can you say some example for data type?
Integer,
Hmm.
string,
Hmm.
complex number,
Okay,
list, tuple.
Very good, very nice. Nicely you said. Okay, very nicely, Ajit, you said, and Sham also, you are also just tried it, but anyhow, you need more answer. Okay, this is very basic. Data type means what type of data. The type of the data is called as data type. From very easily we can say that. What is type of the data? The type may be integer, float, string, boolean. As Ajit said, it may be a complex number, list, tuple, dictionary. So what are the things are there? Okay, many data types. We discussed this much of data types in second chapter itself. Okay, so kindly refer it. If you don't know means not an issue, but still you don't know means that is a big issue. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We are near to the. That's what I initially said. This starting of the class. We are near to the half-yearly exam. That is, we are about to complete 50% of the portion. Okay, so you please prepare that whatever chapters I thought you should be thorough with. That is in your part. Okay, for doubt clarification or anything, I'm there. You can contact me. Not an issue. Sham especially. Okay, not only for him. Those who don't know the basic means kindly go through it. This is the last. It is the 11th hour for you. Okay, once you miss this time means you cannot get back it again. The schools will reopen very quickly, very shortly. I think within a month. I think so. I'm expecting. So once the school is started means you know that you don't have enough time to do any preparation. Okay, daily morning to early morning to night, late night, you will have the tightly. You will be packed. Okay, now you are free. Utilize the time. I'm saying it's like a warning. Okay, because once you miss it means warning means I'm not giving the warning. I'm telling the fact. Okay, so once you miss it this time means once you enter into the school, that's all. Okay, that's all means what is the thing? Every teacher's having their, of course, what they are, that is duty. My duty also the same thing. Okay, we will give more works to you because this much time we spend it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, use this time very properly. At least spend 1 hour for one subject. Find the time. Okay, just to find the allocate the time 1 hour, at least 10 to 11. That much you have to work out for. Okay, it's not easy to early to go to the bed and all. Okay, let me come to this topic. Okay, data type means you already know that we discussed. Okay, type of the data. What are the types we are going to use? That is called data type. Okay, now we enter into the topic data structure. Okay, we know what is data, we know what is data type, and now we are going to see what is data structure, sir. If you are, let me go have the question means later we'll say that. Okay, you can see from the slide itself we can understand a group of data and well-defined operation. Okay, the data and its operation, how the data will be act, that is called data structure. Let me see in detail. Okay, you can see the slide is a named group of data or different data types which is stored in a specific way. For example, we are storing the data in a specific way. For example, list means we should store within the what? How to store a list? How to store a list? List data type. Hello? Yeah, square bracket, not parenthesis. Isn't it? So we should mention in the square bracket. Okay, dictionary means it is a specific method is there to store. Correct? No, that's what I'm saying. You can see the specific way stored in a specific way. So each data type is unique. No, for example, string means it should be enclosed within single quote or double quote. That is a specific way to store it. To store in a variable or store in somewhere in a file or database, whatever it may be. Okay. And next thing is can be processed as a single unit. Okay, all the data. For example, string means all the group of elements. List means each element having its own memory allocation. That and all we studied in the chapter 2. Have you recall it? Can you able to recall this concept?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I'm saying. So, for example, dictionary and list means it is a collection of elements, collection of different type of data type elements, but each one having its unique memory space. That is, each element having unique memory space. But string, integer, float data type, or boolean, what is the thing? It having a single unit. That is, it's having only one memory space. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Could you understand? A data structure, as this is the definition for this. Okay, I'm selecting this one. A data structure has well-defined operation, behavior, and properties. A data structure means what is the thing? It's a well-defined operation. How the data will be get operated. Okay, that's the first point. And next thing, how it will behave. If you do the operation means how it will behave. How it will give the output. Okay, that is the behavior. And properties means how we need to store, how we need to access all those things and all properties. Let me go for it very little bit elaborately. well-defined operation. What is the thing? Let us say, for example, two integer value I'm giving. Is it possible to add the two integer value? Is it possible to add two integer value?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is it possible to add one integer plus one float value?
Yes, sir.
No. Somebody said no.
Yes, sir.
Integer plus one float. Is it not possible to add the two value? For example, 5 plus 5.5. Is it not possible to add?
It's possible, sir.
Possible, sir.
Very good. Someone said that no. That's what I asked. Okay. Then is it
Sir,
possible
நம்ம
to
எதுல சார் பண்றோம்? லிஸ்டா டிக்ஷனரியா சார்?
don't think about that. I'm just giving the two data. Okay. For better understanding
okay.
about the data structure, for that I'm giving the explanation. For example, is it possible to add the two float values? Is it possible? Yeah, correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is possible. For example, is it
Yes,
possible
sir.
to add one integer value and one string value?
No, sir.
No. Float plus string?
No, sir.
Float? Not possible.
No, sir. No,
For
sir.
example, then we will go for
No, sir.
multiplication. That is an operation. Okay, well-defined operation. Now we understand the meaning for well-defined operation. What is the meaning of the word? Can you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For
Yes.
example, let us say integer we are multiply with the string. Is it possible? Integer,
Yes,
for
string
example.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
that is
Yes,
called
sir.
what? That is called what?
String replication.
Replication, sir.
String
Replication.
replication. Is it possible? Okay. For example, but float into string. Is it possible? Float
No,
into
sir.
No, sir.
no,
Not
it is
possible,
not
sir.
possible. Okay. Now we understand now each data type having its own property. So which one it will react? For example, in chemistry and all, if you are going means one chemical with if it is reacted with another chemical means what is the product? Likewise, it is goes no. For example, let our case one data type how it will be react or how it will be operate with another data type of. Okay, whatever it may be data may be a number or that is not a matter. Okay, but data type is the thing. Okay, so that is the meaning of well-defined operation. Each data type, the operation is well-defined in the programming language. That is Python. Okay. Integer means it should react only with this data types only. Okay. Then for example, integer plus string, integer adding with string, it is not possible. But integer multiplying with the string, it is possible. Now we understand, no? That is called well-defined operation. How the operation will carry it out, all those things are all well-defined. And next one, behavior. Okay, how it will behave. For example, very simple, I will tell one thing. If you are dividing the two integer, for example, 10 divided by 5, what is the result? 10 divided by 5.
2.0.
Yeah, that is very good. 2.0. It is not 2. Even though it is two values are integer, but whenever we are using the divide operator, division operator, it always return in the form of float data type. That is 0 only, 2.0. Okay, that's the concept. Okay, that is each. For example, each data type it having the unique behavior. It will behave like that only. For example, integer we cannot change the value. That's what it is immutable. Correct? No, string is immutable data type. But list and dictionary are mutable. We can change the value. Any one of the element also we can change it. That is possible. That is behavior and properties. Have you understand what is data structure means? Now you little bit could you understand
Yes,
what
sir.
is data structure means? Data structure.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what
Yes, sir.
you please read this selected point. You can get an idea. A data structure has well-defined operation. Well-defined operation behavior. There is comma behavior and properties. Okay. About what? About the data. Okay, how about the data type? About the data means relating to the data type only. Any data it will falls on any one data type. No, for example, if I give any number means it may falls on integer or float or complex number. If I give you a character means it may falls on string, list or dictionary, whatever thing. Okay, that's what any data type is having a well defined operation, behavior and properties of the data. That is called data structure. Okay, this is we are going to see about we are going to discuss about in this unit. And let me go for now we are going to enter into the basic concepts. Okay, then afterwards we are entering into the core concepts. Okay, before you want to know about little bit more about the data structure, that's what I'm saying. Okay, let you go to the next slide. You can see this 1 minute. Yeah, data type and data structure that we already discussed. For example, data type means it is defined the type of a value. What is the type of the value? It may be integer. Sham also said the same word. Types are likewise. Correct. Okay. Type of the value. What is the value type? It may be integer, float, or whatever thing. Okay. That's what multiplying. We given the example. For example, into data type, we cannot store decimal values. Integer means to only store whole number, not decimal point. There is the decimal value. We cannot multiply the two strings, but we can multiply with one integer and one string. That is possible. That is multiply means string replication that we have seen. Okay, that's and data structure. That is, you can see this is the important thing. Data structure is a physical implementation that clearly defines a way of storing, accessing, and manipulation of data stored in the data structure. This is the definition for data structure. The previous one. What is the previous one we discussed? Can you say? Data structure. What's about? Hello. Previously, what we
Sir,
discussed? Previous slide.
Sir, data structure is
Well-defined
well
operation,
defined.
behavior, properties. That's all. Correct? No?
behavior and properties.
Yeah, data structure tells about the well-defined operation, behavior, and properties of the data type or data. Okay. And next thing, this is the first point of definition for data structure. This is the second point, what I am selecting. Could you able to see the selection? I selected certain text only. Could you able to see that?
Sir,
Yeah, now you can see data structure is physical implementation. Physical implementation means how literally how the data is stored in our computer. That's what we are going to see. Okay, data structure is how the data is physically stored in the computer and
sir,
clearly
implementation, sir.
implementation means how we are doing this work. I will tell that what are the implementation we are doing means storing, accessing, and manipulation. Manipulation means any changes or any operations. Okay, this is called physical implementation. Implementation means what we are going to do, what we done. That is called implementation. The operation, certain operation we are done no with the data. That is called implement in this meaning. Okay, in this part. Okay, let I will say that physical implementation, how we are literally stores the data. Okay, how we are storing into the computer. Okay, and accessing the data. For example, each data having unique way of accessing. For example, a list contains 5 elements. If I want to access the first element, what is the syntax or what statement I want to type? A list contains 5 elements. Okay, if I want to access the first element, what is the statement?
Through index.
That's can you say the statement? For example, list name is a list. And then how will
A
you
list
write?
of 0.
A list of 0. That is the way of accessing. That's what I'm saying. Way of storing means I already said it may be a number means as it is, and string means single or double quote. List means square bracket, and what is the thing? Tuple means the parenthesis, or dictionary means curly braces. So these are all the things. Okay, accessing. You know that. For example, string we can access different. List we can access different. For example, dictionary we have used another concept. What is the concept? Dictionary, how we are accessing the value in dictionary?
We're accessing through keys.
Through the keys. Yes, through the keys we are accessing, we can access the dictionary. Okay, that's what we are saying. Data structure clearly define the way of storing, the way of accessing, and manipulation of data. Manipulation means operation on over the data. That's what operation means. I already said manipulation means operation or changes. Previously we discussed into plus into means whether it will react or not. We are doing many operation, addition, subtraction, whatever type of operations. Okay, whether it is possible or not. For example, string we are plan to change any one of the value, one of the element. For example, a equal to apple. There is a string. Instead of apple, instead of e, I want to change into a. Is it possible? It is not possible because string is what type of data? It is mutable or immutable? Thing is what immutable. That's what we cannot change it. Okay, like that here the manipulation of data, how to change, make changes over the data. For example, instead of list, if it is means, is it possible no to change it? A comma p comma p comma l comma e. Is it possible to change the e? No. Is it possible? Is it possible or not?
So how, sir? Listல எப்படி சார் பண்ண முடியும்?
List we cannot change the value you are saying, isn't it?
So we can
Yes,
change
sir.
Chandru is saying it is not possible. Is it Chandru?
ஆமா சார்.
How list is
Sir,
immutable or mutable?
List immutable சார்.
Immutable. Very nice. Very nice. You prepared very nice, man.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it list is immutable? List is mutable data type,
No,
man.
sir. Mutable, sir.
Chandru,
Sir,
are you seeing the slide or you are something doing apart from that? Now
no sir.
you are saying list is immutable. Very nicely you prepared. Okay, did you prepare it? Okay. It is showing like that.
Okay,
In
sir.
Tamil, one prob is there. ஏதோ விடிய ராமாயணம் கேட்டு சீதைக்கு ராம யுத்தம் பண்ற மாதிரி நீங்க சொல்றீங்க. You are telling like that.
Yes, sir.
This much time we discussed with we done many operations in the list. Even in file handling also we done with the list. Okay, list, dictionary, all the concepts we used. After that he is saying list is immutable, sir, means what does it mean? It's very funny, man. Okay, let me come to that point.
Sorry.
List is mutable, we can change it. Instead of e, I can remove the e by using many methods are there. Del command is there, pop method is there, remove method is there, isn't it? These are all the methods are available to remove element. If you want to add element means of course append method is there. For example, list name of, that is what element I want to add, that element dot then the element. Very easy, you can easily add it. List name dot append of the element. Okay, instead of e, I want to change into a, means I have to pass as a as argument in the append what is it, append function. Okay, so that is the concept. Okay, list data structure. Let I come to the thing. Data structure is physical implementation that clearly defines the way. That's why I am taking this much of time, means please understand, students, this is very basic. If you don't know this concept means upcoming concept you cannot understand. That's what I'm taking this much of time. Okay, physical implementation of clearly defined way of storing, that is first point. Way of accessing, that is second point. And manipulation of data, that is changing over the data or operation over the data. Okay, that how it is stored, data stored, the manipulating data, how after that how the data is stored in the computer. Okay, that is dealt is called as data structure. This concept and all, if you dealt mean, that is called data structure. Okay, and next thing, LIFO, FIFO, all those things and all there, that is a stack and queue concept that I will explain one by one. Okay, instead of this one I'm just going to the next concept. Okay, and let me go to the thing. I'm skipping certain things, I already said that. After that I will do it. Okay, for I'm just going slowly. You want to understand the concept, very important. That's what I'm saying. Okay, types of data structure. You know now little bit. It is what is data structure? If the question is asked, means what is your answer? What is data structure? Can you say that? Hello, what is data
Sir,
structure? Yeah.
uh, sir, it is a thing which defines
Yes.
how it is how the data is storing
Hmm.
and how we are accessing it.
Very good. It is telling about the will behavior, will clearly will behavior operation, that is will defined operation and behavior properties, that is defined. Once again, if it means how to access the data or how to store the data, how to manipulate the data. Okay, the data is stored after the manipulation. This is called data structure. Okay, the data structure, you can see it is classified into two types. Somebody is typing on the keyboard. Listen. Okay, simple data structure. Another one is complex data structure. Okay, simple data structure means normal thing, that is a linear list or array is example for that. For example, what is array? Let I will go to the concept. But here in the Python there is no concept called array. Okay, so simple data structure, it is a primitive data structure. That's what I'm saying. The word is very important. The primitive. Okay, simple data structure are called as primitive data structure. Okay, complex data structure is called as non-primitive data structure. It is not mentioned, but anyhow I'm saying. Okay, that is a very important word term. Okay, primitive, non-primitive. If it is asked, means primitive means simple data structure. Non-primitive data structure means complex data structure, or in your book it might given as a compound data structure. Okay, so not an issue. That is both the primitive, non-primitive. Okay, simple data structure comes under falls under things integer, float, string, boolean. These are all the data types are called as primitive data structure or simple data structure. Okay, And complex data structure means list, dictionary, some of the concepts. We are sorry, not list, dictionary. I'm so sorry. Stack, queue. These are all the example for linked list. Of course, list in our Python list. Okay, in C++ or Java means we have to say it is array. Okay, that I will tell that what is array and all. Okay, and the complex data structure again subclassified into two types: linear, non-linear. Okay, can you understand this? Could you understand my
Yes,
word?
sir.
Yeah, data structure
Sir.
typically classified into two things: simple data structure, another side is complex data structure. Okay, complex data structure again subclassified into two types: linear, non-linear. What are the linear data structure means? Example means stack, queue, linked list. Non-linear example is tree and graph. What is stack, sir? What is queue, sir? What is the linked list? Tree and graph means what is the meaning, sir? If you are asking means upcoming slide, you may helpful for you to understand it. Okay, upcoming classes you automatically get the thing. Okay, then we'll go to this classification tree for your easy understanding. Data structure: simple, complex. Or what is another name for simple? Primitive. And complex means non-primitive. Yeah, complex means non-primitive. Okay, in the simple, array or linear list, what are the data are involved means the data may be integer, float, boolean values. These are all the
List.
things. These are all, yeah, not list. These are all come under the simple, that is primitive data structure. Okay, here complex data structure, linear list. Linear, that is again it is classified into two things. Okay, linear and non-linear. Linear means stack, queue, and come under this concept. Okay, again you may have a very strong doubt what is the meaning of stack and all. I will tell again. First you just understand what is data structure and what are the classification of data structure. Once you thorough these 2 points means automatically you will understand the next rest of the concept also. Okay, let me enter into the simple data structure. Okay, so linear list arrays, that's what we are saying. Before that, I will explain that what is array means. Array is a similar type of data stored in a common name, stored under a common name. That is the definition for array. Array is a similar type of data. Underline this word: similar type of data stored under a common name. Likewise, but the array concept is not in the Python. Okay, in the Python we are having list. Okay, what is array means we are storing a data, similar type of data. For example, list, what are the elements might be stored in a list? How we are storing the element? Can you say? Is it any rules are there to store the element? Only one data type, is it possible? Or we can store multiple data types in a list?
We can store multiple data types, sir.
Very good. For example, A is a list means A equal to square bracket of 1 comma 1.5 comma single quote of A comma and another one list square bracket of 1 2 3. Likewise we can store whatever data type in a list, isn't it? Am I right? Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that is list. But here what is array means? Array also having the same concept, but what is the difference means? In array is another one data type. It is another one data type. Array is nothing that it is a data type. Okay, but in this data type we can store only what? Similar type of data. Once we store the integer element means all the elements should be an integer data type only. We can store n number of data like this a list. Okay, we can store n number of elements. The index also same. It will start from 0 only. Same thing. But what is the difference? Integer element means integer array means integer only. Okay, character array means string data type only. Okay, float array means floating point array means we should store only floating data type only. Have you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Naveen, yes. You are going to tell something? Yeah.
Okay, sir. Understand.
Okay, okay, fine.
சார் சார் இன்னொரு தடவை சொல்லுங்க சார், கொஞ்சம்
Yeah,
லாக் ஆகுது சார் எனக்கு.
okay, okay. 1 minute, I will show some slide to you that will be easy for you. Okay. I will go for the array. I will show the one picture for you understanding this. Array, what is array means? Okay, this is an array. Okay, this is array. For example, 11, 9, 17, 89. These are all this. You know, we are using the structure in list. Can you understand? These are all values. 11, 9, 17, 89, 190. These are all what? Values or data which we stored in the array. Index is as soon as we are using in the list. The index is 0, 1, 2, 3, like this goes on. Okay. Then 200, 204 something is there, that is memory location, memory ID. Okay, where the value is stored in the computer. Have you understand what this array means? Do you
Okay,
understand?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir.
what is the
Understood, sir.
difference? It is look like a list only, but what is the main difference? Can you say the difference between array and list? In array, we
In
can
array,
store what?
only similar type of data type can be
Sir,
stored, sir.
Very good, very good.
yes,
For example, if you are storing the integer, means all the data should be integer only. We can store
integer.
100 or thousands number of data, not an issue. But what is the thing? All the data should be in the same data type.
Similar.
Okay. Yeah, similar.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what now